Hi guys, welcome back. All right, so this is going to be a today's topic video. It is going to be for the 24th of January. And as always, you guys can enter to win a free read with me by writing the word compassion in the comment section, being a subscriber to the channel, and giving this video a thumbs up. Those three things get you entered to win. And I do choose one subscriber each week to get a free read with me. And I always do it publicly at the tail end of one of these videos, okay? So here we go. We got the Three of Stones and the Two of Reins. So this is actually the Two of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Well, this Two of Cups card is, I mean, these two people are racing to get to each other, and it's like the sunrise is coming up, the rain is drying. This is definitely a story of a journey of two people finding their way back to each other, is what I would say, because these look like travelers, and they're sitting here kind of like around a campfire on this journey with that Three of Pentacles. It's almost like I could imagine that this is more along the lines, you notice how they're talking to a wizard. It's almost like, imagine neither one of these we'll say twin flame soulmates were really on, they weren't sitting there side by side, but say each one on their own separate journey, kind of like paralleled one another to the point where they both spoke with someone that was wise. They both got maybe similar advice somewhere along their journey. So it's like the cooperation was, think of it like this, the cooperation was with the whoever the wizard represents, like the universe in this case. They each had a moment of like, okay, I sat down and I had conversation about the person that I care about with someone who was wise, or just, I contemplated it, like, universe, what should I think about with this? What is the message here for me? There was some kind of like element where along their journey, each of them basically ended up having kind of the same conversation, so much so that it's almost as if they were in the same physical space, but it wasn't. It was like them on different planes, but having similar thoughts, similar conversations, similar good advice given to them by essentially someone that represents the same person. It doesn't have to be the same person, but it's like the universe guided an individual to speak to each one of them in a similar fashion. And that the encouragement that they received was, what the heck are you doing sitting out here? Hurry it up, speed up that journey and go get back to each other's arms. It's almost like, I think each of them had this piece of encouragement that, what makes you think they wouldn't be just as excited to see you? If you're sitting here telling me all about them, why do you think that they're not thinking the same of you? This is a very encouraging story. The Star, and this just keeps getting more encouraging. By the way, there is the first time I've noticed this. So the Star card is like a wish fulfillment, but we've got this very bizarre little creature riding on this person's shoulder. It looks like a squirrel, but it has little horns, like a little bull. So I don't know what this fantasy creature is. I would argue that it's probably like some kind of little imp or something that is representing someone's guides that have been, right there on their shoulder the whole time, saying, follow your inner guidance, listen to what your heart is saying, consult with the stars, consult with whatever that power of the cosmos is, where you really ask raw and true questions like, is this person my wish fulfillment? And the universe is like, well, what do you think? Do you think of them day and night? Is that the person you still love regardless of everything else that's happened? Then probably that's your wish fulfillment, but it's not for me to say, it's for you to figure out. Listen to what your heart is saying, listen to what your soul is saying. So it's interesting because I can see both things. Like, there's guidance in this story, and there's also like, it keeps being put back on the individuals on their journey. Like, why are you questioning so much about how you feel? Only you can explain how you feel. So how do you feel? Like, that's the way I look at this. There's a chance to heal this. There's a chance for all kinds of love here. There's a wonderful chance. We have the Four of Stones, which it would normally be holding back because it's a Four of Pentacles, but it's not, because, she's closed her eyes and she's walked across this bridge with like, I'm going to go ahead and do it then. I'm going to go ahead and do it. And we have the World card on the other side. And that's why I'm saying somebody is taking the leap of faith. Now, if the World weren't sitting on the other side of this, I would say, it doesn't look like they're doing it. This says they are. What's the other one? We got a 3 of Ashes. So that's a 3 of Wands, but in the reverse. And this is not something that either character is sitting around twiddling their thumbs on anymore. This is like, okay, why am I sitting here thinking about this? I'm envisioning what it would feel like to see that person that I care about again, to race back into their arms. I'm ready to just go ahead and do it. And this is, both of them are feeling the same way. And I don't want it to be, a year from now or 3 months from now. I want it to be like now. This is very much like, this is it. This is the moment. It's time to go ahead and do this. This may be one of the quickest today's topic videos I've ever done, because this is not going to be a lengthy one. I can say that. Knight of Wands, well, excuse me, it's Knight of Wind, which is actually the Knight of Air, or the Knight of Swords. Coming in fast, riding in on a falcon. This is, again, we keep seeing like this is imminent. This is happening now. That's why I'm saying this is not going to be a long video, because there's no grinding, journey anymore. This is 2 people at the end of a journey that are ready to just take action. Now we've got the 6 of Swords and we got the 2 of Pentacles. There will be some final decision that does have to be made, though, because it's racing in and then arriving and going, okay, I have to leave behind fears. Can I do it? Can both of them take the final step? Because up until now, it's all been up here, and now we're about to make it happen. We're on the cusp of these 2 actually like seeing each other, and there's like, okay, am I really ready to cross this final river? And will they cross the river with me? Will we be able to move on from any past problems that we had? And can we both really cross this river? Oh, that song by Leon Bridges. Take me to the river. Dip me in the smooth water. I love that song. I'm going to start singing it if I'm not careful. We got the Strength card in the reverse. We have the Hierophant in the upright. And we have the Messenger of Stones. Someone's like, the only fear is, I want to marry this person. My higher self, I'm checking in one more time and I'm saying, I'm scared. I'm scared to say just how much I want this and just exactly what this feels like to me. Whew, what do I do? And they kind of like, this is the message that someone's about to send. This is like, can I go ahead and can I say really what my heart means? Can they say really what their heart means, even though it's scary? Because this is somebody who is about to, it's like they've come close to this person and they're ready to just reach out and say what they really feel. And there's this last moment. I'm not sure which character it is who's about to like just say it all. Can I say it all? We have the Unnamed, which is the Death card, and we have the Justice card. Death card is in the reverse. And I said, can they say what their heart really means? And it's like, that's the only way to go. Because desperately, someone does not want this to be over. We don't want this to be unnamed. We want to actually name what this is. I love you. I want you. I want to marry you. So I need to go ahead and lay it all on the line. And for some reason, somebody's saying, and it's only fair that I do go ahead and lay it all on the line. Everything. I risk it all. Who is this person? Which person is it that is coming forward? And why do they think it would be fair for them to lay it all on the line? We have got the 4 of Reigns, so the 4 of Cups. We've got the Knight of Wands. And we got the Messenger of Wands. So that's a Page of Wands. Someone has so many regrets. So many regrets. Maybe it's because at one point in time, they did act like a player. They were inconsistent. They, put energy in only to then not continue. And now they're like, why would I have done that? Like, it's my greatest regret in life that I did that. So that's why they're saying it's only fair that I would have to come in and I would have to lay my heart and soul on the line and let them be the decider. This person is like, I hope that they weren't the kind of person that went out and they got busy with somebody else. That Messenger of Ashes kind of gives me a not very great vibe here. Did they go out and mess around on their twin flame? I don't know. got an Emperor, got the Five of Wands. If they did, and I don't tell stories about that kind of stuff because to me that's over. There isn't any like recouping that. But this person is saying, like, I wanted to be the emperor to this person. So, and they've been kind of lost in the catacombs for a while here. Um, it's almost like I don't know. That I'm not getting a straight answer on that, and maybe that's all for the best because I would say if that's what this person did, they couldn't possibly be an emperor because that's not the way an emperor behaves. It's really not even how a knight behaves. But this person was definitely, let's put it this way, at minimum, they would come in with love offers that they didn't back it up with anything. So they may have only been wishy-washy with their twin flame. It doesn't mean they were out romancing others. Maybe they were, I don't know. It doesn't say that because we followed up with, but they're an emperor. And so that's why I'm like, okay, so they weren't out trying to get with somebody else, but they simply weren't consistent and giving to the person that they knew they wanted to marry. They knew all that time ago that they wanted to marry. And even they kind of like are not entirely sure maybe why they acted like that. But they have a ton of regret for it, for being inconsistent. So that's why they're saying it's only fair that it's me. And they're terrified. Why are they so scared to come in and just lay their heart on the line? Why are they scared with that strength card in the reverse when they already know this is what they're going to do? They know this. Three of Swords, because they're worried. Can this be healed? What if they say no to me? They're also terrified that if they get a huge no, if the person doesn't respond back to them, it will break their heart. So they're scared of the heartbreak that they will experience if they lay everything on the line and they say, I love you, I want to marry you. And that's kind of what this is. Like this is not one of those stories where it's like, this little soft story about how, oh, they'll kind of get to know each other again, build trust. No, this is like somebody's coming in and they're putting everything they've got on the table, which I like that about this character, that this is an important enough relationship that these two already have enough history, they have enough understanding of each other. They know that if this is supposed to be important, if it is important, then it's time that there's no fronting about it. It's time that everything, you risk it all in this story, that's just what I see in this story. It doesn't mean that that's right or wrong. It's just in this story, they're ready to give it all. So outcome, 10 of Pentacles. Wolves mate for life. I'm going to stop this one right here. And I'm just going to say, this looks like there's some kind of vibe between these two where they have a lot of similarities. Maybe they both were actually nervous in the past. Maybe they were both kind of lone wolf people. And the idea of actually like being in a union, maybe neither one of them was necessarily 100% ready for it at that point in time. So they kept something that was really important in like a more like, they didn't give it the time, the attention that they both knew that the connection was there, but they didn't give it the actual like magnitude of the importance that it should have been given, because maybe neither one was quite sure, like, oh my God, this feels like my alpha mate. This feels like the one that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. I've never spent my life with someone. How does this work? Am I ready to do this? Maybe they both felt a little bit like that, because the 10 of Pentacles is they are both completely in it to win it now. But it also means that they each put in their 5. And because we're seeing them as, twins, as these identical white wolves, I'm kind of inclined to say that maybe both of them mirrored each other in some of their confusion. But it certainly seems like one of them is the one who says, it's only fair that I come in and I go ahead and I say, I can't bear the thought of this being over. I don't want this over. I'm terrified to tell you this, but I actually flat out want to marry you. I want to be the emperor in your life. I'm kind of lost without you out here in the catacombs. And I'm terrified that you're going to say no because it will wreck me. Like that's what this looks like. This is not a lighthearted storyline. This is all like as real and raw of a love story. This is super intense. Even we could say theatrical or dramatic. But it is what it is. Sometimes we get those stories. I'm really excited for these two, that if they both feel it and they both are ready to like just go for it, like go full on in. That's what it looked like. What did we have there? We had the world card. So we had Capricorn, we had Aquarius with the star card. We had Taurus with the Hierophant. We had Libra and Scorpio with the Justice and the Death card. And then what else did we had? We had Aries in there as well with the Emperor card. I don't think I missed any of the major arcana. Sorry, I should have done it while it was still in my hands, but I was already like reshuffling. Anyway, and right now I have one of those weird tickles in my throat. It's going to make my eyes water. So I'm going to stop this video now. Thank you guys so much for being a part of my world. If you do enjoy my storytelling, hold on. If you do enjoy my storytelling, thank you so much for giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. And it's the best way you can let me know that you enjoy this. I want to see more of them. And thank you also for your lovely comments, you guys. I really appreciate you. All right, bye. I'm going to go before like a teardrop comes out of my eye. I'm really not crying. I'm joking.